What's up? Like any other video, I just freestyle the stuff. No script, no nothing. In today's video, I'm going to talk about hyperianism, communism, objectivism, and capitalism. My thoughts on it and some facts about these groups and these philosophies, these political ideas of these two groups. Why did I say two groups and I just named four things? Hyperianism, communism share many things together. And capitalism, well, less fair capitalism, specifically, objectivist type of philosophy, part of objectivist philosophy. And so Hyperianism, I think, well, I had another YouTube channel that I talked about Hyperianism and criticized it too. Yeah, but first communism. Let's talk about communism and inside Hyperianism and how it relates to each other. Me, I'm against Hyperianism and communism. Those two are terrible, terrible ideas, terrible philosophies. Oh, my ears. Oh shit, my hairline's a little receding a little bit, but that's pointless to talk about it. It looks even more receded if I put it like that. It looks like I don't have any hair at the middle. That might be the future of me too, man. I don't know, but yeah. So yeah, communism is up down, the bottom up, bottom type of philosophy. What do I mean by that? What do I mean by that in communism? What do I mean by that is that they're trying to be equal to the top, to the elites, to the rich and powerful. They're trying to, it's all about equality and fairness instead of whoever works the most gets the most money. They want everyone to have the same amount of money and to, well, to me, I think it's falling victim to the herd, to the collective of political collective. It's like the collective, the herd. Like they give money, and some people get free money, free stuff. Communism, socialism is almost the same. Communism and socialism, they have some similarities and some not so similar, but it's the same. It's almost the same. Like anarcho-capitalism and socialism, they share the same flag. They share the same flag and same colors, black and red. Black and red. Socialism, communism, black and red, black and red. And the school of thought of anarchism, socialism, communism, individualism. Not individualism, but that's a little different one. That's another school of thought of anarchism. I used to be an anarchist. In anarchism, some people might think that anarchism means like oh, riots, and burning cars, and flipping cars over, and throwing stuff and taking and looting and all that from stores. That's not anarchism. That's not anarchism. Did I say communism? I meant anarchism. Wait, no. Yeah, I said anarchism. Yeah. So yeah, anarchism is a political idea. It's a political idea. There's different schools of thought for anarchism, but I'm going way off topic. I'm supposed to talk about communism and hyperianism and capitalism and objectivism. So yeah, communism takes money from people. Capitalism, you gain money from people. So, and the communism focus more on the collective, and capitalism focus more on the individual, less fair capitalism, not anarcho-capitalism, but less fair capitalism. The individual, like the worker, like in capitalism, if you work a lot, if they get hired. If you work a lot, then you get raised, and you get more money. You get raised, get more money, and so in communism, you just get the same amount of money as everyone else, even though if you work more than them. That's communism. And now what communism had to do with hyperianism? They're very Hegelian. Hegel played a big part of communism. Played a big part. Like Karl Marx used to follow Hegel. Hegel. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but yeah, he used to follow Hegel, and he criticized Hegel. Like I think he wrote a book about Hegel too. Hegel. I don't know if this comments, down below. Just tell me if I'm pronouncing the word of this philosopher right. Hegel. I think yeah, Hegel. I think yeah. Uh, so yeah. And yeah, okay. And Hyperians, the books of the Path of Shadow talks about psychology also, but we could get to that in another video. But now we talk about the politics of Hyperianism. Hyperianism, it's they're trying to beat the elites, the bottom up, the top, bottom down, whatever, bottom up. So yeah, they try to be equal to the elites, and they try to be, but individuality. But they also talks about the collective consciousness. That's the spirituality. That's not that's philosophical, but it's not political. But the political part is the bottom up, top down. So that's the political part. That's they're trying to their goal in reality, not their type of delusional, not delusional, but let's get to that in another video. But their political stuff is like they're trying to beat the system, just like communists and Antifa and all of them. They're trying to fight for freedom, not freedom, but for equality and social justice. They're social justice warriors. Some of them are, but yeah. So yeah, that's what hyperianism had to do with communism. That's the only thing that they have with politically is the top down, bottom up type of thing. You correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what I think. And then there's objectivism. There's Kabbalism. You can hear me say this in many other videos too about objectivism and hyperianism, and then later I might write a little book about philosophy, my philosophy, and my views. I'm trying to write as good as Leonard Peikoff or Ayn Rand or Anton LaVey. Well, Anton LaVey writing's a little out there. It's kind of like the way he writes his books, his chapters and all that. It's a little different. But Peikoff, his ideas, the way he communicates ideas through his books is a little like layers and layers, just crazy. But I'm not gonna be as good as Leonard Peikoff, but I'm gonna try my best to be as good as him, but with communicating my ideas through my books. So by I don't know when, but I'm starting writing this month, and then maybe my philosophy, or maybe poetry. Might just put a book of poems and philosophy, my philosophy and my criticism of society, my kind of like Nietzschean type of stuff. Nietzschean, like Nietzsche criticized the ideas of his age, something like Ayn Rand too. Ayn Rand criticized the ideas of her age too. So yeah, and then what else? 8 minutes, okay. Almost 9 minutes, okay. So yeah, okay, back to objectivism. Capitalism is equality. Fuck that. Is competition. There's some competition, healthy competition, not equal competition, but competitive competition. Like if you have a good product and you really want to sell it, just sell it for not for like expensive. No, not that, but sell it for an even price and trying to and sell it and advertisement and all that stuff. And then and if you make some money, if you make a profit off of your product, and then you could build houses, or you build your own house, or build a building that your what's it called? Factory, build a factory or something of to make your product, make copies of your product. That's capitalism. You control your own wealth and what you're gonna do with your money with your capital. Capital. That's capitalism. You gain capital and you know do whatever you want with the money with your business, with your own your own individual business, your own business to like grow and grow and grow. Capitalism help companies grow and grow and grow. So yeah, so you buy buildings, you buy material, and that material sometimes comes from other countries. So yeah, it's so they trade, the free trade and all that, free market and all that, and the free and those big ships that carry the supplies and all that, the material, and that comes from other countries. Like Milton Friedman also said that. I don't got a pencil with me right now, but a pencil, like his little you know explanation, not explanation, explanation of what is capitalism, like what is free market, free trade, and what good does it make for the individual, how good the individual's life becomes because of the free trade, free market, and free economy, the capitalism, that's fair capitalism too. So yeah, like like I said before, there's many parts of the product, some parts of it, some material that comes from other countries. That's what Matilda Freeman said with the pencil. Like this part comes from this country, this pencil part comes from that country, and all that, and all together to make a pencil. All that just to make a little pencil. But the pencil changed the world. Like we could erase, we could draw, and I don't think we could erase years and years and years and like decades ago. But now we could erase stuff and we could draw stuff that changed the world. And the printing press, the person who has his patents, money, money, money. And so the printing press, capitalism out there. You make something, you invent something, and then you sell the product. Then you make money, and then you make more. Like I said before, buildings, factories to make the material and all that. Yeah, capitalism. That's capitalism. And yeah, so that's objectivism, capitalism. And there's hyperianism, communism. But hyperions don't really have that much of a political idea, but the closest thing is the bottom up, top down with the Hegelian type of philosophy, the Marxist philosophy. But it's pretty close to that, pretty close, but not that close. But I'm just trying to I don't know. I almost became a Hyperion, almost. Like last year, I think it was last year. I was looking at Hyperion videos, and then not all of them, but I just saw like one of them, the documentary or something, if you call it that. But it's not really that much of a documentary. It's just a monologue of Morg, the leader of Hyperionism, talking about like the ideas of Hyperionism and the whole Hyperionism 101, and like the thing that got me to almost became a Hyperion is that reason and logic. And I was always talking about reason and logic. Like that's not logical. That's like reason. Think for yourself. And then I said like I used to say a lot in my older videos. Like but now I don't do that anymore. My new videos. So yeah, reason and logic and numbers. Like the world is made out of numbers, and then it was like talk about matrix type of stuff. Like we were living in an illusion and collective consciousness, and I was like, just like not really care about that part, because that's just like. But the reason and logic, I was like, yeah, I like that, and it made me a good feeling. It activated a good feeling in my head, a good feeling in my soul. But I don't believe in a soul, um, but yeah, it's So I was like all happy and shit, and then for like 1 or 2 or 3 days, and then I was like, I'm a Hyperion, yeah, as above, so below. But that's not how it goes. It's like I don't know. I think that's what. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, but that's not a Hyperion saying. That's a I forgot which religion or which school of thought that came from. I think it's Satanism or Thelema. I think it's Thelema. But I might be wrong. So yeah, then later I look at the critics. I look at all the critics. Amazing Atheist is a good critic. He was criticizing the science behind Hyperianism, the so-called science. And then I look at this lady that's a mathematician talk about how flawed mathematics of Hyperianism is. How flawed is it? I was like, wow, okay. And then so I was like, yeah. And then I looked at other videos of Hyperianism, of Morg's videos, and then I was like, yeah, he talks a lot about Christianity and all that. And then like Gnostic Christianity. And then he was like the thing that you call science is not really science or whatever. It's illogical. And I was like, really? It's illogical? I was like, nah, I'm not a Hyperion anymore. Uh, so, don't just follow blindly. Look at the critics. Look at, what the philosophies, the, like, I think for yourself, critical thinking before you join a group, a cult. Um, Hyperianism is a little bit of a cult. It's like a, um, uh, I don't know if it's a cult, but bite model. Let's see. Nah, it's not really too much of a cult. More of a mystery school. They call themselves a mystery school, so it's a mystery school. It's a religion a little bit. It's a little bit of a religion, but it's not a legit religion yet. But yeah, it's not. It's because symbolism. It has symbolism, holy books, founder, religion. That's a religion. Beliefs and all that. Yeah. Cults. Let's see. It has followers, leader. Uh, that's about it. That's all. That yeah, follower, leader, and beliefs and all that. Yeah. But yeah, that's about it. Uh, Objectivism is also religion. It's not a cult. You don't have to, obey a master or whatever. You don't have to do that. It doesn't fit. It doesn't fit the BITE model. BITE BITE model. Behavior, information, thought, emotional control. All for control. No, it doesn't fit the BITE model. It doesn't fit the BITE model. It's a philosophical religion. It's a reason based religion. It has there's no symbolism. There's no symbolism. The closest thing to symbolism to the objectivism is the money symbol, the dollar symbol. That's capitalism's type of symbol. It's capitalism, money. Um, and holy books, the Atlas Shrugged, the Virtue of Selfishness, the Fountainhead, all those books, all Van Rand's books, and also Yarn Brook and Leonard Peikoff and Ankur Gate, their books. There's different types of books from different authors, objectivist philosophers, uh, and beliefs. And then there's the community. Ocon. Oh, it got dark. Shit. Hey, it looks a little gothic a little bit now. Yeah, I think so. Notifications. Okay. Oh, it looks lighter now. Okay, that's it. Okay. So yeah, it's what else? What else? Symbolism. There's no real symbolism. There's founder Ayn Rand. Ayn Rand is the founder of objectivism. Uh, Founder, holy books, Ocon community, Ocon objectivist convention. It's a convention of people who like the philosophy of objectivism, and people sometimes, well, most of the objectivists follow objectivism. Their followers. Followers. Me, I'm not really objectivist, but I like objectivism. I like the philosophy of objectivism. That's why I talk about it, because I like the philosophy. It's individualistic. It's not individualistic, but it's individualistic. It's a individual. It's a self rational self interest. That's good. That's for capitalism. That's also good. I like all that stuff. The whole thing about it. Um, but I don't know if I call myself objectivist. I don't know. but I'm pretty close to that. Yeah. But yeah. So what else? What else? Yeah, that's about it. Uh, I do like actually, yeah. Call me objectivist because I'm still a fan of Ayn Rand's philosophy and her books. So yeah, I'm objectivist. Yeah. Let's see what else. Uh, see, communism, hyperianism, objectivism, that's for capitalism. That's all I was going to talk about in this video. So yeah, I might talk about Zen on the next video, or I might talk about another part of hyperianism. Uh, right now in my head, I was thinking like he has some ideas, some good ideas, but some bad ideas. Mork, the leader of hyperianism, the founder of hyperianism, uh, but also reality. I agree with the objectivism. Reality is really the senses that connects to the brain that uses reason, thinking, that rational thinking, to to understand the reality of the world and then to act on it and to have a moral basis, a rational self-interest moral basis to conduct yourself in the real world, objective world. That's why the philosophy calls objectivism, because it's objective. It's more like everybody is in objective reality. And hyperianism, well, that's for another video. I'm going too long on this video, so yeah. Peace the fuck out.